So, I like Harry Potter a lot. If you need several pieces of evidence of this, go look in my Nerd Off video somewhere below. But, yeah, I'm going to see the movie on Thursday night, well, Friday at midnight is the technical time. But yeah, I'm very excited. I've had my tickets for a couple weeks. Yeah. And I feel the best way I can express how I feel right now is through song. And I just want to say, like, the song has some spoilers from the book 7. So if you're a person in the world who hasn't read book 7 and hasn't had it spoiled for you yet, but still cares enough about the plot and is planning on going to see the movie, I don't believe you, but you probably shouldn't watch the rest of this video. And I'm sure this is going to be a really long video, but just know that the song isn't going to be the whole thing. So if you don't like Harry Potter, you should just stop now, but you probably wouldn't have clicked on this in the first place. So, without further ado, here is my movie-adapted cover of Hank Green's Accio Deathly Hallows. I'm getting kinda tired of this pre-film release media blitz. They've got all muggle kind under their spell. Everyone's set up for the midnight show. Good thing I got my tickets weeks ago. How many more tickets could they sell? Just let me see that film or go to hell. 'Cause I need Harry Potter like the wind below needs water. And as Thursday approaches, my need grows. Accio Deathly Hallows, incendio, time passing so slow. It'll be like the next tears in a broken nose. Accio Deathly Hallows. Accio Deathly Hallows. I know I think this will be happening. I don't know how they'll look on screen, like when Voldemort kills Hedwig just for yucks. I have no confidence after seeing the movie of Half-Blood Prince. They'll screw this one up too with all my luck. Holy crap, that would freaking suck. 'Cause I need Harry Potter like the wind below needs water. As Thursday approaches, my need grows. Accio Deathly Hallows, incendio, time passing so slow. It'll feel like Phoenix tears in a broken nose. Accio Deathly Hallows. Oh, Accio Deathly Hallows. I hope they stay true to J.K. Rowling and that the result is truly wow. I'm really glad they made it into parts. Watching the trailer, I almost cried. Will they end part 1 after Dobby died? This movie better smash through all the charts. I know that it will smash through all our hearts. 'Cause I need Harry Potter like the wind below needs water. As Thursday approaches, my need grows. Accio Deathly Hallows, incendio, time passing so slow. It'll be like Phoenix tears in a broken nose. Accio Deathly Hallows. Accio Deathly Hallows. I know Hogwarts will hold the fort, and Harry Potter kills Voldemort, but we won't see that part until July. Yeah, we won't see the end until July. And I couldn't care more about Harry Potter if Hogwarts was my alma mater. And everything as Thursday approaches, my need grows. Accio Deathly Hallows, incendio, time passing so slow. It'll feel like the next tears in a broken nose. Accio Deathly Hallows. Accio Deathly Hallows. So now, a very pressing matter in that song is the use of the word Accio and its pronunciation. And when I was reading the books in my brain, I pronounced it Accio, and I think in the movies they say Accio, but I think I have mostly changed to Accio. I kind of vary between them if I'm in my house and I'm trying to summon something, but it generally doesn't work no matter what I say, so I think I need to keep working on that, and I'll eventually find the right one and let you know. So yeah, I'm really excited for the movie, and I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much because the previous movies have generally disappointed me. There are a lot of people who try to separate the movies from the books inside their heads, and I have trouble doing that just because the movies, they're very dependent on the books to provide them with information. Like, I sat next to my brother who never made it past the 4th book when we went to see the 5th movie, and he kept asking me questions about things, or at least at the end. Like, the 5th movie, in my opinion, was one of the ones that was okay, except for the big part that they didn't even put in the entire prophecy, or the whole giant scene where Dumbledore explains everything, and it was the longest of all of the books and the shortest of all of the movies, and ugh. Yeah, so that's really one dilemma I have, is I usually reread the book right before I go see the movie, but now I'm debating not doing that for Deathly Hallows. A lot of it just because I'm fairly familiar with all of the things that happen. I remember most of the things because it came out relatively recently and I've read and reread it a lot. It's my favorite of the books. I think I'm gonna at least go and kind of glance at the chapters and refresh myself on the things that happen. And I might just break down and reread the whole thing, or at least the first half, until where I think they're gonna split it, or where I've heard they're going to split it. Yeah, and then the other big dilemma is whether I should go in costume to the movie premiere. And I've never been to a Harry Potter movie premiere before, so I guess I don't know what the etiquette is. I would have gone last year, but I was in Chicago on a youth trip and I couldn't, and I don't know what I was doing for Order of the Phoenix. I was probably out of town, or I was too busy preparing for the book to go see a movie at midnight. Yeah, but I feel like if I went in some kind of costume, and then there weren't other people around in costumes, I would just end up feeling really dumb. But then if I don't go in a costume, and there are other people in costumes, I don't know if I'll feel dumb, but I'll feel disappointed that I didn't wear a costume to show off my true nerdiness. So I don't know, I'll have to give that some deliberation. I think it would be better if I was going with some friends, and then we could all go in costumes together, though I'm not sure my friends would agree to go in costumes even if they could go. But because it comes out on a Thursday night and we have school the next day on Friday, none of my friends' parents are letting them go, so it's just going to be me and my mom, which is totally cool. My mom is choosing to go, she wants to go see it at midnight too, which I think is cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not as excited about the movie as I would be if it was, say, a book. But, the movie is really all we have left to look forward to here in the Harry Potter world. Because despite whatever she said on Oprah, I really don't think that J.K. Rowling's going to write at least another full-length novel. I still have hope that she'll put together that encyclopedia that she was saying she was going to write about the Harry Potter world, but I don't know. Yeah, and, I've enjoyed most of the movies. The 6th movie I really didn't like. I'd heard bad things about it before, so I was expecting to be disappointed, just because all of the movies are a little bit disappointed, but even then I was more disappointed than I expected to be. I realized that there are a lot of people who liked the 6th movie, but in my opinion, they just took out all of the plot and replaced it with some bad relationship jokes. And I think that that's one of the things because I am so loyal to the books and I've read and reread all of the books and I know what happens and I want that to happen in the book. I like the powerful moments in the book and I count on them and I wait for them to be in the movie as something that I can see and I can relate to from the books. But that doesn't happen in the movies, and I feel like people who haven't read the books enjoy the movies more, although they don't always know what's going on because they cut everything out. Which is why I'm happy that they're making book 7 into 2 parts. I said that in the song, but I'm saying it again. I think a lot of people are just oh no, Warner Brothers just wants to get as much money out of Harry Potter as possible, which I think might partially be true. But I also think that it's good because in all of the first 6 movies, they were at school, and there were all of these subplots and relationships and other classes and things. that they could just cut out. And I always hated when they did that because I liked the subplots and they made it good, but they could just cut them out and still the main plot would be intact. But in book 7, they're not at school, they're just off doing adventure things and camping in the woods, and every single thing they do is kind of important to the plot. Like, there's maybe a couple things, a couple scenes that they could get rid of and still have it be okay. But really, they can't cut out any subplots because it's all important. They're not at school anymore. Like, really, the only thing that they could remove with the movie still kind of making sense plot-wise is they could just get rid of the Deathly Hallows. But even then it wouldn't make total sense, and it also wouldn't make sense to be called Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows without actually having the Deathly Hallows in the movie. It would just be Harry Potter and the search for the Horcruxes, which is boring. Yeah, so I need to decide whether I want to reread the book, because I worry that by rereading the book my expectations will be higher and I'll expect them to have all of the scenes that I love and all of the moments. But I also worry that if I don't read the book, I'll go to the movie, and in my head I'll look for all of the correlations and all of the connections and the parallels to the book, and I won't be able to remember exactly how it was in the book, and that will bother me while I'm trying to enjoy the movie. I think that I'm just overthinking this, and I'm going to either enjoy it or not enjoy it, depending on the quality of the movie, regardless of what I do in preparation for it. But I'm really excited. I was watching this trailer, and it was a trailer that I hadn't seen before, so then I just watched it like twice more. It was exciting. So basically, I just kind of had the original Accio Deathly Hallows stuck in my head for a while the last couple days, and I caught myself thinking of the lyrics and thinking of ways I could, like, replace things that have to do with the movie or that happened since I've already read the book. And so then I just decided to write my own adaptation cover, and then I decided I would perform it and put it in a video. I apologize for my lack of skills at singing or guitar playing, or writing adaptations for that matter. Yeah. Also, I really kind of liked the epilogue. And that is all I have to say about Harry Potter for now. I'll probably think of lots of things that I was going to say but then forgot as soon as I upload this. But yeah. Like a Grindylow needs water. Juliet says subscribe.